Yo, so check it. Go watch my last 5 videos I posted. Starting from this one, The Invasion, I'm explaining our current situation and why there has to be a reset. And I'm about to summarize those videos as simple as I can. In the beginning, there was only heaven, the one God, the creator, man, which is the image of that one God, then the Pleiadians and the Greys, which is their own image, and in that specific order. These 3 races was manifested by the real God and is the originals of existence. We all have spirits, which are stars. This is where the energy comes from, and a direction from God, which also make us angels. Now one of the Greys from heaven, known as God El, Jacob, and Yaqub, created a magical dragon with the power of man that was born with a spirit, which is called Neptune. Also known as Adam, Amon, Enki, Ea, Yahweh, Apsu, and David. This is what created negative polarity, which is the underworld, that consists of dragon races. So everything from heaven are gods of everything of the underworld. God El is the creator of the underworld. Neptune is the first creation and the ruler of the underworld. So eventually there was a dragon born half man from the dust of the earth with a spirit called Saturn, also known as Set and Satan and Solomon. He is the first reptilian. This is why they refer to him as a serpent instead of a dragon. So technically he's a part of mankind. And this was a violation of universal law because basically it mixed man DNA with dragon DNA, positive and negative polarities. But Satan continued to mix with earth and man. This is what started the war in heaven. So the war in heaven causes a falling frequency into a black hole called the abyss. This is why we call fallen angels. So at this moment, time literally begins. This is why it says it's the beginning. When it says earth was formless and empty and darkness was all over the surface of the deep. That's us in the black hole. Because the spirits of God is hovering above the hole. They disconnected us from our spirits. That is why we're prisoners of war being held in middle ground, which is the abyss. So we currently are below heaven, but above the underworld. And as you can see, positive and negative energy can exist here together, and that was never supposed to happen. Because this allows stars from heavenly entities, like man's image, to create from stars from the underworld entities, which is the image of dragons, and along with all the other creations. This is how they was able to create their own races of gods, which has a star, which is energy. This is why you hear the term light bearer, because they are holding our energy hostage. Have you ever wondered why animals' eyes look different? Like reptilians versus mammals? Why one comes out at night and one comes out during the day? This is not a coincidence. These animals are from different energy spectrums. Your eyes can literally tell you what type of world you're from. I mean, ask yourself, why do snakes always want to kill and eat something versus eating unlimited fruit and veggies they have mad access to? So since time only exists in the middle ground, which is the abyss, they are able to reset it. We are currently in the 4th world, meaning the 4th lifetime. And I'm referring to the original fallen angels, the neuro-melanated men of Egypt. We've been trapped here and we're coming out of tribulations. I mean, just look at all the hate we did with our whole lives for no reason because they knew who we were, but we didn't. Now this is the most important part. All the spirits, which are stars, that was born inside the abyss, which is the middle ground, only served 1 of 3 lifetimes here. They have never been to heaven, nor have they ever been to the underworld. I consider these the Gentiles they speak of in their book. They don't have a strong connection to their spirit, so our enemies control their souls, ultimately leading them to being their slaves. What's happening now? The middle ground is closing, meaning either your positive frequency going to heaven or your negative frequency going to the underworld. There is no in between. And a lot of you people have been deceived and going through tribulations in other ways, such as recognizing evil. For instance, people are saying, I'm just doing my job while clearly violating people's rights, or I gotta do what's best for the business at other people's expense. So the separation of positive and negative energy has to happen. And any man DNA cannot be left in the underworld. And that's orders from God, the one creator, and Neptune, the ruler of the underworld. Neptune is a part of the UN, which actually means Uranus Neptune, who is also Adam and Eve. This is why the UN, which is the United Nations, the Uranus Neptune, is invading. This is why they were trying to coerce you to get your consent to change your DNA, to take the real God name out of it, so they can own you, to take more of a share when a division happens. Most of us call it a rapture. But anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be gods. Peace.